What's up, you guys? I was watching a video the other day that kind of gave me inspiration for this video, and it has to do with remote quoting. Most of the big guns in the pressure wash community on YouTube, they will tell you remote quote. And honestly, for them, it probably makes sense. They've been around long enough, they're getting enough volume that they have their formulas for quoting homes, and they just stick to that, and they get the address, look up the home, and send over a quote, and that's that. For me personally, I think it is invaluable for you to try to meet the customer, especially when you're starting out in this business. Shaking their hand, getting to know a little bit about them. Of course, it's not always going to guarantee the job, but establishing that rapport is it's invaluable, as I said. Not to mention, I can't tell you how many jobs that we've gone on that you look it up on Google and it says one thing, and then you get there and you're like, holy cow, like this isn't going to take any time. This is, it's just has a couple spots that needs hitting, or it goes the other way. There's this one house, it was like almost 4,000 square feet. And, if we just entered in the formula for, a 4,000 square foot house, 20 cents a square foot, whatever it is, we would not have seen the big hills in the back that were really hard to navigate. I mean, it was essentially over 3 stories, from the back that you're shooting up, and it was filthy all over, absolutely filthy. That goes into your pricing. For us personally, and I know everyone, it's not a one size fits all, different locations, different formulas, all that stuff. But for us, we're going to price a house more that's more dirty. Say you got two homes that are the same size. If one is just kind of, dirty and one is filthy, we're pricing the filthy one more. Doesn't matter if they're the exact same size. So you take that into the equation and building rapport. I just think you can't afford not to meet in person, especially when you're not, even last year, our volume was picking up. Now don't get me wrong, there have been a number of jobs that I have remote quoted because I just didn't have the time, or it was just, a smaller job, and, remote quote that way. But, like there was a big commercial job that was over an hour away from where I was. And, they wanted so many things done. And I was just like, I got to get eyes on this. They want so many things done. The Google isn't showing me everything I need to see. This is a big enough job, and yeah, I may drive an hour and I may, check everything out, establish rapport, and lose the job, which is what happened. But I was like, man, I got a free day. This is a potential, 5K extra in our pockets, you know. Take time to meet them and get have the most accurate estimate possible. It does suck though when you're like, man, I think I've mentioned it before, but you're like, some company could have came in and literally bid it like $50 less than we did and got the job. But you try to, establish your professionalism, show them proof of work, reviews, a good develop a good relationship, whatever it is to increase your odds. But a lot of times with commercial jobs, they're just going to go with what's cheapest most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Because I saw at this particular place, there was pressure marks. They said it took them a week and a half, and they didn't even get close to finishing. And so I was expecting them to, come through, but that's besides the point. Growing your business, you can't afford not to meet in person. You're not having, unless you're having, 3 quotes a day and they're just coming on in. Go meet these people, man. I'm telling you, it will allow you to have a more accurate estimate, and it'll allow you to establish rapport. Just food for thought, don't just listen to what every company says that works for. It's good to take advice. It's good to learn from bigger companies who are successful, of course, but what works for them may not necessarily work for you. So I encourage all of you new guys, meet in person, get that rapport, get an accurate estimate, and go from there. Hope you all are enjoying some March Madness. Won a lot of money one day, lost most of it the next. My team, Duke basketball, they're my team. They ended up getting crushed by Tennessee. I had a feeling Tennessee ain't no slouch. I live in Arkansas, so I also love the Razorbacks. We upset Kansas yesterday, which was, I mean, amazing. So maybe we can make a little run. Who knows? Hope life is doing well for all of you, and washing season is here, you guys. Let's get it.